completely uninvolved. But the cause of everything was me, and the one that ended it all was Arietta. There's no point bringing that up now. I was the one who made the decision in the first place. I wanted to tell you this beforehand so you wouldn't misunderstand. This is strictly between Arietta and I. It's nothing you should concern yourself about. Besides, I interrupted her, what I was about to tell her were ambiguous issues I had yet to fully digest myself. Besides, I didn't say I've broken up with her yet. What? She suggested we break up in her letter. I haven't given her my reply to that yet. I wasn't even sure about whether or not to give her a reply at all, let alone my answer. I shook my head, indicating I could not answer any more questions about it. If I couldn't answer, then why had I brought this up in the first place? I honestly have no idea, Chris. Out of self-interest, or perhaps out of guilt. Either way, it wasn't anything laudable, that's for sure. Disappointment spread across Fall's face for a moment until she finally forced a smile. Again, huh? No, never mind. That again. I should do as I wish. Was that how she truly felt? Or was she testing me in the same way Ari had? Either way, I wouldn't be getting an answer to that soon. I nodded ambiguously and decided to end the conversation. That's all I wanted to tell you. Sorry, in the end I sort of lost track of what I was really going for in the first place. Probably neither. I just felt I had to tell you. I didn't want to keep hiding it from you. I didn't want you to worry about me. Fall seemed to accept my clumsy reasoning without complaint. I took a deep breath to compose myself, thinking a long day had finally come to an end. It was getting really late now. I'll walk you home. As I was about to get up from my chair, it was Fall's turn to stop me this time. What is it? I lowered myself back into my chair. Which is? Huh? It was the exact same question I posed to her just now. Yeah, you're right. I felt it was something I shouldn't have asked back then, though. No, you didn't. If you want to. If you feel, you can tell me. With a touch of self-derision, Fall produced a wry smile and started talking. I wasn't too shocked to hear that. I'd considered the possibility a few times. There were a number of facts that supported it. Furthermore, a small 10% of the student body at Piova Music Institute were former orphans like her. There were, of course, many scholarship students exempt from tuition fees in the specialized Fortelle department, and apparently it was possible to receive scholarships even in other departments provided you have you had an instructor or something similar acting as your guarantor. Fall was probably such a student.
あんまり驚いたって顔しないんだね。
I guess not.
そういうのって
Fall chuckled lightly as she mimicked what I said to her earlier. Sort of. It was the only reason I could think of for you having to work even in times like these.
まあそうかもね。でもね、学院にも結構いるんだよ。私みたいな子って。
I've heard about that. I never got acquainted with any though.
そう？そうかもね。で、この前何があったかだっけ？
She averted her face a bit, her eyes roaming about as though she were digging through her memory.
年末は実家に戻ったって言ったでしょ？
Now that you mention it, so what did you mean by that?
何らかの事情で両親と一緒に暮らせなくなった子供たちを引き取ってくれる、そういう施設があるの知らない？
I think I've heard of them.
そこに戻ってたの。
Oops.
ぜひ一度戻ってきてほしいって。
Oops. You were asked?
励みになるから。私たちみたいな孤児にはあまりにも未来が限られてるの。私みたいに誰かに認められ、才能を見つけてもらった者だけが幸せになれる。ううん、それだけが幸せじゃないことは分かってる。でもそれを夢見ることも私たちには必要だってこと。だから私は久しぶりに顔を出して歌を歌って料理を作ったりして帰ってきたの。
But then why were you so depressed?
私には何もできないから。
Nothing.
私には何もできないのよ。同じ立場にありながらただ歌うことしかできなくて。
Whoever asked you for anything besides that?
え？
Whoever asked for anything besides you singing there, giving the children hope?
それは。
Then you did your job, right? I don't know anything about your situation, so this might sound strange coming from someone like me. But you went back for their sake and sang for their sake. Wouldn't you say you've more than done your part? Fall had sunk into silence, searching for an answer, as I added with a smile. Besides, if you excel at the graduation recital and manage to become a pro, that's going to give all the more hope to them. Fall looked at me, surprise coloring her face, then finally regained her smile.
そうね。そのためには頑張らないとね。
Yeah. I gave a powerful nod and strongly pledged to do so in my mind. And to end the exchange on a lighter note, I jokingly mimicked Fall's earlier words. But why do you feel the need to tell me this all of a sudden? Because we're partners, or did you just want someone to listen to you?
そうね。多分そのどちらでもないよ。
Then why?
ただ知ってほしかったからかな。
Fall had already gotten onto her feet, getting ready to leave, so I didn't see what kind of face she was making right then. As I went to get myself ready to walk her home, I noticed Forney sitting on my coat staring at me as she said,
頑張らないとね。
Yeah, I whispered, inciting Forney to give me a satisfied nod, then disappear. I picked up the coat and walked up to the Fall, waiting at the front door. We're off. I called out to Forney, not sure whether she was still listening, and then opened the door and departed.